Hi there, yarn tubers, to borrow a phrase from Dana from Wonderlust Crochet. Um, Today is Veterans Day, so thank you to all of our veterans out there for all those sacrifices you have made for us. I greatly appreciate that. Um, so it's November 11th because it's Veterans Day. So I just thought that I would have a little chat. Kind of a review, kind of a review, I guess, maybe a yarn review. As you may or may not know, I have been crocheting forever. Like a lot of you have been crocheting for years and years. I am like a 2-year, maybe 2.5-year crocheter at this point. So there's a lot of yarns that I have never used or I'm using for the first time. A lot of things that I'm just becoming aware of that I didn't ever really pay attention to, didn't notice, whatever. So that being said, I made that baby blanket, and it's here. Let me get it, because I still haven't seen the mommy. But I made this baby blanket, and I made it in this sweet roll, which I love the yarn. Very soft, very nice, number 4 weight acrylic, goes fast, works well, soft blanket. Colors are pretty. This is the blue swirl. There's 245 yards. The one thing that I really hadn't paid too much attention to until yesterday, I watched a video by Fiber Spider, and he was showing some shawls that he made. Blankets maybe, I don't know, but specifically I was noticing it on a shawl, and then I really paid attention. He color controlled. He used cake yarn that he got from Rose Likes Crochet. And I don't know what yarns, but I don't remember, and that wasn't important. But he used cake yarns, and his shawls were gorgeous, and he color controlled. After making this blanket and then looking at what he did, I'm like, he had to have color controlled that, which I never really noticed or paid. Like, I know some are from Summer Stitches and Stitches color controls. But it was never like a thing to me until I noticed his. So when you look at this blanket, and I had it open to, I did not color control, and it's all blue. So you would think, but like here, I did try when I was going from skein to skein, because I used 3 or 4 skeins in this blanket, 4, I think. Like to continue with the color that was already being used. Like I did pick one. Like I would pick one that was starting where I was ending, with that kind of thing. I did color control it to that, but that was all. So like here, where you went from the 2 blues, there's no fade. It's an abrupt change. And like that never really bothered me. And I thought, Summer, what are you? It's just kind of crazy to be all that concerned about that. But there's several spots in this blanket when you look at the whole blanket, and you can see these big color changes, and I'm like, never bothered me until I saw Fiber Spider's shawls yesterday, where he color controlled for sure. And at the end of his rows and went to a new color, there was never any of that big on his. And I thought, that is so pretty. So then I thought, and I pulled this blanket out, and I looked at it, and I'm like, the blanket is pretty. There's no doubt. I mean, the yarn is beautiful. I love the yarn. I love the colors. I don't like the transitions. So then I thought, well, let me look at this yarn. I gravitate towards self-striping, variegated. I love multicolored yarn. I just love it. Maybe because, like, blues, yeah, you would put together. Would I put together this on my own? Maybe not. Probably not. I probably would not say, oh, I want to make a blanket and make it purple and gray and white with a couple of different color grays in there, a couple of different color purples. I would never do that on my own. I don't think. I mean, I will now. Now I would. But over the last 2 years, no. That's why you buy these yarns, right? So anyway, I looked at this yarn and I'm like, okay, I buy these usually from AC Moore. I did get these for $1 a skein, and for $1 a skein, I will always buy them, no doubt about it. But I got these usually from AC Moore, and the least expensive I've ever seen them have it. And I buy from AC Moore because I get the points and the rewards, and they run good sales. And so most of these, I'm going to say I paid about $2.83. And I have like a shelf full of sweet rolls. And I love Premier. It's my Premier line brand, are my favorite yarns to buy. No particular reason, I just happen to like them. Anyway, so I usually pay like $2.83 is what I think I've seen them on sale the least for at AC Moore. And there is 245 yards, which 5 ounces, 224 meters, 140 grams. So then I thought, well, again, I know not everybody has AC Moore, but the principle would be the same. This is Stitch Studio by AC Moore. This is a 4-weight acrylic, 100% acrylic yarn. Very soft. I like this yarn. I like it a lot. It's soft in a different, it's like silkier, I think, than this. Maybe, well, maybe not. It's fluffier. That's the word. This is a tighter spun. This is a little fluffier. This yarn is 100% acrylic, 372 yards, 340 meters, 200 grams, 7 ounces. So you get like 125 more yards-ish of this. And they run these on sale. I've seen them $2 all the time. That's not even like a special deal sale. They run these on sale for $2 all the time. So if I'm going to have an abrupt change of color, I'm thinking I'm much better off to buy 3 different skeins of these. I'll have more yarn. I can color change at the ends than I would for this. The only plus factor on this versus just this is that there is like one little spotch in here that's got like a little bit of a sparkle, or not a sparkle, a flick, multicolored. It's not a very big portion, but you could always do a variegated yarn if you wanted to add that row of multicolor at one time. But it's just like really, I can show you better on this blanket. So, see this row here where it's got the light and dark blue all in one row, and that in this blanket is like just little bits and pieces. You really don't even hardly notice it. I noticed this more, and so then I thought, for frugalness, I'm not going to buy this yarn anymore unless it's on sale for like $1 a cake. When they do that, I'll buy it all day long. And I have a lot of it, and I'm not saying don't buy it. I do like it. I like it a lot. But if I'm going to color control, which I think I'm going to start doing on these abrupt color changing yarns, I may as well just buy the solid colors. So I think that in my shopping, I'm like going to like start considering that. And I never had really considered that before. But Fiber Spider opened my eyeballs. And on a lot of projects, it probably doesn't matter. And in this blanket, I mean, they're going to love the blanket. And like I said, until I saw Fiber Spider's shawl and like really paid attention to that, I would have never really given it much thought. And honestly, sorry, Summer, but I thought you were a little bit just kind of over the wall crazy on it. But I really happen to agree. So then I went through some of my other yarns, my other stuff that I have. So I have this Karen Big Cakes where the colors are like very different, not like in this blue, that's just shades of blue. So you'd think, like on this one, you would expect that there's going to be a big abrupt color change. But to be honest with you, it does have a little fade in. And on this, I don't know if it's just worked out, but this blanket, I like searched for a place where you could see the color change. I did not color control this anywhere other than I did change wherever the tan went, because I was afraid I was going to run out of yarn. So wherever the tan was, I added the white after, or the cream color, which is just a whole different skein of yarn. So like here, I changed the color. Here it was all by it. I changed the color. Wherever the cream is back and forth, I changed the color. But I searched this blanket, and it does fade in just a little, but I searched this blanket, so maybe it's just the amount of texture and pattern, because the fade in is short. You could see on that one spot right here, like half of a shell is the fade in of the pink to the purple, or lavender, or whatever you want to call it. So there is a fade in, but it's short. But as I said, there's a color changes here. I just noticed. Oh no, maybe it didn't. Yeah, it's like, so probably because of the texture of this, you don't notice it like I noticed it in the blue blanket. And this yarn is, my stuff's gonna fall over. It's the Caron Big Cakes. So even though it's got all these colors in there, and I'm gonna assume it's because of the texture of this. So the next time I make something out of a Caron cake, a big cake, I'm gonna really pay attention to where the colors end and how it fades in or doesn't fade in, because the ones that fade in, I think are like, I like that, you know, like an ombre fade in. So then, because this one is the Caron Big Cake, I was wondering what does the this, and I think this is the only Caron Big Cake I have left, and this is because I added so much of the white in that other blanket. I had one left over, and a partial one, because he's, well, that's a whole nother, I'm not going to go off on that squirrel tangent for you. So, oh no, I have a hole in my, oh no. I think I gotta fix that. Oh well, I will fix that. So then I went to the Caron regular cakes. And I don't have, this is all I have left of this. But this colorway, the cinnamon swirl, my knot came undone. Like it fades in and you don't really see so much, I don't think. Well, it faded in here. Maybe not so much of a fade in there either, because it went just from light to dark. So that's something that I'm really going to start paying attention to on these cake yarns. Now this is also a 4-weight yarn and no color controlling, but you can see it doesn't really fade in a whole lot. The only color controlling is, again, the cream. I am very upset that I got a hole in my sweater. Oh, gotta fix that. Not quite sure how. So then I went to now the DK Colors. DK Colors, this is this one I pulled out here. Now this is only a 3-weight yarn, and again it's Premier, and I love this yarn as well. I have a lot of it. I've only like worked up a big project out of this, I think one time, maybe one time, and it's this. Now the DK Colors, again, this is not color controlled, but this does a lot better on the fade in. Like here it changed colors. I think I changed rows here. I mean changed skeins here, but you can see where it goes from these colors, it kind of fades in a little. It's a lot, it's not an abrupt change like it was in that blue. Here it changes, and you have to like really look for when it changes. So I don't think I'm going to worry about color controlling so much if I'm using the DK Colors. Maybe it would be different on this one. So maybe it's even by skein, because like this one goes from like severe different colors, where this is a cranberry something or other. I can't remember I don't have any more of it. So these colors are more in the same color palette. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I also looked at my this last one to like throw into this comparison. This is Shawl and a Ball. Hey, I said it right. I usually want to say ball and a shawl. And it obviously isn't this colorway, but this is the Namaste Neutrals. But this fades in. This is like really a fade in. And I think that's something that makes it, you know, it really ombres all by itself. So there's no like light to dark. I don't think you would ever, I don't know that you could even really color control this because of the way it fades in. And I think that's gorgeous. There was, you know, definitely no attempt to color control in this because I really never, like I said, Fiber Spider awakened my color fading in stuff. So as far as the cake yarns that I've used, Sweet Roll is wonderful yarn, but I think I'm really going to think twice about whether I'm going to purchase that versus purchasing solid colors in the future. Shawl and a Ball, I mean, it wins hands down on the like just fade in ombre, even though it's like a completely different type of yarn, but it's still a you know, multicolored yarn and self-striping, and I really like that. The DK colors, it'll be a real test when I like use something that's not more all of the same color. But this let me take that back. This color in DK colors versus the baby blanket in blue in the sweet cake or Sweet Roll, hands down, no color controlling required here. I don't feel like color controlling here. So that's what I have for you. That's my inspiration on, do we color control or do we not color control? My new enlightenment is, I think it's going to kind of depend on the cake and colors even. But I think I buy these kinds of things because I love the color combinations they come with and how simple you don't have to, you know, add yarn, change color on your own. But really, I think, you know, depending on how it's working out for you, I like these colors together, so I'm going to go grab solids and make my own on some of the yarns, I think. Sweet Rolls in particular. But again, just this is my opinion, and this is my only experience is with very limited amounts of the cake roll. So maybe I'm all washed up and don't know what I'm talking about, but that's my opinion so far. If my insights are like totally incorrect, just let me know. But I think the Ball and the Shawl wins as far as, and I haven't used an ombre, like the Red Heart ombre. I know that's designed to fade in. But I think some of these cake yarns are slightly designed to fade in, and some just are not. And so, or ombre, I guess would be the word for it. So anyway, I think the Shawl and the Ball wins hands down on ombreing in. And then I think the DK colors, from my experience with limited experience, DK colors is the next best one. That's what I got for you today. So thanks for watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I do read all the comments. It sometimes takes me a day or two, but I do read all the comments. Thanks for sharing my yarn journey. And fibers in my mouth. Ugh. Now I gotta go fix my sweater. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.